Hey, Cook family. So just wanted to introduce ourselves because some of you may not know us. So I'm Adam Napper. This is my wife, Ashley Napper. We've been going to Cook our whole lives. And we've been asked by the committee to talk a little bit about the youth ministry over the last 25 years at Cook and maybe what it's meant to us. So we got into the youth ministry around 2003. That's when we were, or 2002, 7th grade. And we were in it, of course, we were involved for about 6 years. And after that, we went to college. We volunteered a little bit, doing different things with the youth ministry. And then a couple of years after college, after we had gotten married, we actually were asked to be the interim youth ministers of the ministry. So over the last 25 years, we've been involved in some way or another for about 11 of those years. One thing that stood out to me about the Cook Baptist Church Youth Ministry is the philosophy of its ministry. I feel like it's always been, its leaders, its volunteers, its structure has always been about supporting families, supporting parents as they raise their children, their teenagers, to know the Lord, to grow closer to the Lord, to disciple them. So it's not about a fun time always necessarily. It's about coming alongside of parents. And to me, that has been a big deal. I feel like I can say that about a lot of the leaders over the years, just observing, and then, and I know I can say that about Wes. Another thing that stood out to me about the youth ministry is, and this is really about Cook Baptist Church as a whole, it just, you get a sense when you've been here a while how service-oriented many of the membership is or are. And that's the same way with how the youth ministry has been for years. When a youth goes into the ministry, stays in for 6 years, and then afterwards, their attitude seems more outward and I would just say service-oriented. So that stood out to me about the youth ministry of Cook Baptist Church. And then another thing is our church is mission-minded, and that comes across in the youth ministry and from the students that have always been a part of the ministry. I've always appreciated about the youth ministry the many, many opportunities that I got to serve, to do service projects for others, and also the number of mission trips that I was able to go on, organized partly by youth leaders over the years.
Something big for me whenever we first got into the youth group was just seeing active ministry, having leaders that really poured into us, and not that didn't happen, and it looked differently than children's ministry. And so just really seeing somebody come alongside of you and want to get to know you and show you what it means to minister to others. So we had some really great youth minister. Well, we had Joe, right? So we had Joe, Ashley, and Jamie Ashley. Johnson. Yeah, that's right.
Mark Spradley, Zach Roberts, yeah. Joe Ashley, Sean Caffrey.
But we were able to take a lot of that stuff that we learned from our youth ministers, and I think going to college with it, and we really knew we had a good foundation of how to serve others and minister to others, and that's something we carried with us into whenever we led the youth too. Those things that we had learned whenever we were youth, we were able to use it when we led also. And so it's just been, the youth ministry was so fundamental for us. And so we've been, it's been a blessing to be a part of it for sure. And we enjoy just seeing what's going on now currently in the church. And we're excited to be here, excited to be at Cook.